Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about another winter storm possibly. Here's the thumbnail of the video here. We'll be talking about this later on in the video. But don't forget my comments are back on, so you guys can comment down below what the next video ideas are and all that in the comments below, what you want me to do. But let's get into today's video, because this is probably going to be a long video. So let's look at the Climate Prediction Center here, and we're seeing very cold air for most of the United States, just a little part of the United States getting heat, and actually some of the wildfire zones in the 6 to 10 day outlook temperatures. Looks like they're going to get cool air, so that could be a little bit of a relief from the wildfires there. But now we're seeing heat for this part of the U.S. in here. And then we're seeing cold air, this part of the U.S., and with that cold air, there could be some snow in this area, and there has been some snow. Even right now, there is snow for this area, for Minnesota and all that, right now. While we're talking about that, to real quick bring this up right here, we're seeing some snow right in this area, including Minnesota, winter storm warnings, and in fact, our first storm of this year. So, yeah, we're talking about that today. That's one of the things that we'll talk about in this video. So this is one of the things that go into winter storms. Let's look at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. We see still cold temperatures. This will be enough for maybe some still winter storms continuing whenever it gets close to this. Then we see some heat return back to this area over here, so they get a little cool down, a little break from those wildfires, and then get the heat again. And then this area down here getting some heat too. So it seems like this area is going to stay in the cool air for probably the rest of October, November, and it's probably just going to get cooler in that area. Let's look at the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. This is what goes into winter storms and all that. And if you're in above average for the 6 to 10, there's a possibility of winter storms and all that, but there is a possibility of like winter storms like for this area up here. With those cold temperatures, there could be some snowstorms coming in for around like this area. Some rain for that area, below average for this area. But our main topic for this video is snow, so above average for this. But yeah, and then we look at the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. Looks like we go into the below average for this area. That means maybe some less snowfall, maybe for this area, maybe snowfall. For this area up here, possible snowfall, but we're going to be seeing less snowfall for the Rockies for at least 8 to 14 days outlook. Okay, let's get to the main part of the video that we're going to be talking about, GFS. We'll be looking at a couple of models in this video. This is why I think this is going to be a long video, and then I also have to show you my forecast of where this, there's only one storm I made a forecast for, and this is going to be later on in the video that I'm going to talk about this. But first off, let's talk about this winter storm that I just showed you just a little bit ago. That one's going to be starting to move out soon, but still going to bring 1 to 3 inches still. It's going to start moving out. We see still Minnesota, Wisconsin, we get some snow, and it's going to move out of the area. And then we could get some snow showers. And then we see another winter storm in this area. This is more snow, Thursday. More snow for this area, and just going to keep getting snow according to GFS. Then we're going into near Saturday. We see another snowstorm here for this area here. This is the one that I made a forecast on. We'll be talking about that later on whenever we get past the models. We're going around Monday, October 26th. Snow's going to weaken. There'll be some snow in Colorado. There will be some snow for this part of the U.S. up here too, but nothing in the middle here that's dissipated. We move on to about Monday, October 26th. We see some of that snow starting to come into this area. Some rain showers for this part of the U.S., so I think we could be getting some snow for this part of the U.S. here. Let's go a little farther on. We still see some snow for this part of the U.S. This is an unusual area that usually doesn't get snow until like November or December. But they're getting snow for near October 28th and 27th. and then we don't have any more snow. But the GFS is saying, but more for our go the less confidence. But the GFS is saying though there could be another storm that comes in near like Missouri and Kansas, and this says it'll be heavy snow. Even looking at what it says for the even what's saying for the totals is a lot. So yeah. So let's move on. We see the snowstorm move out of the area, and the snowstorm moves out of the area. And we really don't see much snow for this area after that. Let's look at another model for this. We're going to look at a different model. Before we do, let's look at the total snowfall. If it does occur like that, here's our total snowfall. This is what I'm talking about. I think this is a little too much they're saying here. Like 13 inches near Kansas City if this does play out on the GFS model. I really don't believe there'll be 13 inches with that one little batch that comes in. I really disagree with that, but the possibility, we'll continue to watch that. So yeah. We're gonna go to a different model, the CMC model. So the CMC models, then the model run of the CMC. So it's not updating right now. So we see snow for this area. That moves out. Another snowstorm comes in for that area. Then the main one we're talking about in this video starts to move in for this area. We see a little trying to break apart before it starts heading toward the main area, and then it dissipates away. It says just mainly rain just continuing for this area. Maybe a little bit of snow near Colorado, but nothing too much on this model saying. We're going to look at a different model. We're going to look at the Icon model now. The Icon model, all these models are saying different stuff. And we're watching as rain for this area. If it's snow for up here, rain. Here's the snow that we're talking about. It's trying to move in. Then this is saying rain. And then some snow getting in for this part. This is probably the one that I would agree maybe one of the most on, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Snow for this area, but I can't really say which one I guarantee on. So we're going to look at one other model. I don't know if this one's done updating. It wasn't done updating earlier. Okay, it's done updating. The GFS Para model. It's a different model than GFS, but it says GFS Para. And this is saying they're all agreeing on rain, and then it's all agreeing on this winter storm getting close. We see no snow. We see maybe some snow there. Most of the models are agreeing though on snow getting close to central United States, but mainly for this area up here is going to get the most snow. So two models though are agreeing that snow will be in this area here, around that area. Two models are and two models aren't. So we're going to have to watch that closely. Let's look at real quick the temperature anomalies on the GFS. We're going to look at it for the GFS, the temperature anomalies. We're going to assume not really go too slow on this because it's going to be already a long enough video. And the cold air comes in by Sunday, the cool air. And then it stays in the area, very cool air. This will be enough to have snow for this area, or depending actually if we look at our shaded, depending how cold it is on here, like 40s, 30s, that's enough for snow, but I don't think that'd be enough to stick on the ground. 30s would, but 41 probably not. So let's look at more of the temperature anomaly. We're going to keep going. Cold air, and then the heat returns. Then by next, or maybe this Friday actually. This is this Friday, sorry. I think, yeah, this is this Friday. It moves in. Sorry, that was my phone. Cold air moves in. Very cool air. Now moving into this area, this is gonna be near like 30 degrees probably. If we look at our shaded map where it tells you 30 degrees, even 20 degrees in this area. No wonder there's gonna be snow in this area. 30 degrees. And then we see even more massive cool down here. This is gonna be like cold, like possibly 30 degrees, probably of high, maybe, or 40. So, if we look at this at this time, we've got shaded, which are normally shaded, 20 degrees, 20s, and then some even 12, 17 degrees. Like, yeah, we're just gonna zoom through the rest of this model of anomalies so we can get to our looking at my future radar for this one winter storm. So we're continuing to go on. We still see cool air, and it's just trying to stay for most central United States. But we see by the end of this model run, I think it's going to become a little more warmer. Cool down again, and by the end of this model run, saying cool down, cool for this part of the U.S., warm for this part of the U.S. And if it's warm for this part of the U.S., that means snow will be less likely. So, yeah, let's get to our future, or my forecast for the future radar. Then we're going to look at the total snowfall. It's going to take a little bit of time to load up at times. So here is our first frame. We see there's nothing for this part of the U.S. around. This is probably about Saturday at 12 a.m. So this is where everyone's asleep. Usually we see the most snow over here. Even some of those darker blues, that means heavier snowfall. Some rain for some parts of Idaho, Utah, Nevada. So some of those places getting some rain for that. Let's look at our next frame. That's a Sunday, 12 p.m. I believe. Also, I did make these last night, so that's the reason why they are, the models have changed a little bit. So, this is around, wait a minute. Okay, Sunday at October 25th, moves more into this. This is around. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, here we go. This is during the morning of Sunday, or like this would be the early morning. This is when you'll be asleep. The last one would have been whenever it was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry about that. We see heavy snow for like Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota. Then we see Colorado, maybe Utah, getting some rain, those greens. Let's move on to Monday. Monday at October 25th, or no, 26th, sorry, at 12 a.m. We're going to show that here. Here it is. Zoom in too well. We see snow for up here, and then some snow for Colorado. We see some wintry mix here in this area, and then we see rain for this part of the area. For that area, let's look at around lunchtime on Monday, next Monday. We see rain for this part of the U.S. We see some wintry mix for a big area. We're going to actually zoom out for that. We see a wintry mix for a big area here. Expect some wintry mix with rain and snow. Then snow all over here, even some heavier pockets near this area there. So, let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday at 12 a.m., October 27th. and there's still rain for this part of the U.S. Then we start seeing some ice. Here we're gonna see some ice in these areas, and then the wintry mix again. Because the pink is ice, and then purple is wintry mix, and then the of course blue is snow. We're seeing still some more heavy snow here in this area here. Look at Tuesday, 12 p.m. p.m. here. We're seeing still the storms, rain, some ice still for some parts, some wintry mix, and even some snow for this part of the U.S. Here, you're gonna see the snow starts to dissipate because it's going to be not as favorable conditions for like snow, so it's gonna start weakening. So let's look at Wednesday, October 28th at 12 a.m. Here, and we're looking at rain for this area, wintry mix here for this area there, and then we see some snow for like Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Iowa. Sorry about that. Then we're gonna look at Wednesday, October 28th at 12 p.m. We see there's not much snow left with the storm. We still see a little bit of wintry mix, and then we see rain, and we see it clear out for this area here. So now let's get off of all of these. We're gonna get off all of these. We're gonna look at our total snowfall from the storm. Wait a minute. So this would be a dusting of snow here. Anywhere in this light blue, a dusting of snow is possible. So dusting of snow, not this whole area might not get dusting of snow, but it's possible you could get dusting of snow in this area. So it's possible you could get dusting of snow if there is any snow in your area. Let's add this second layer here of up to 1 inch of snow. This is where you could get 1 inch of snow, possibly. This is where you could get 1 inch of snow. Don't forget, I made these last night, so these could definitely change, and probably have changed. So let's look at our next layer here. 1 to 3 inches of snow. This part of the U.S. here. I think that will be the biggest area for snow, because it's going to start weakening when it gets into like Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, and all that. And then we have 3 to 5 inches of snow. I really think this is the biggest area for snow, near 3 to 5. I think 3 is probably the biggest we'll get, but still I think anywhere from 3 to 5 is possible. And we also have a second area of 3 to 5 inches, and it's this area up here, because I feel like this area is going to get 3 to 5 inches of snow. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe, please, to the channel. It really helps a lot. I told you today was going to be a long video, and it's an 18-minute video so far, and I don't want to keep wasting your guys' time. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.